Welcome back. This is a message for Pisces or any other sign. This is a let's chat session. I had a few extra minutes tonight, y'all. I decided to do a chat session, so we're going to give it a few minutes, y'all. What's going on? What's going on? Hey, James, how you doing? Welcome back. This is just a let's chat session here. Just waiting to see who joins us. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Hope you had a great day today. We're going to be up here for a few moments here. I decided before I go to bed to hop on and give everybody a chance to vent or whatever you may have going on with you. How's everybody doing? Hope you're doing well. Please hit the like button. And also, if you're new here, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. Yes, you're absolutely right, James. You are absolutely right. Remember, everybody, this is just a let's chat session that I do here and there when I have time. So if you have something you'd like to talk about, please feel free to use the chat and let me know. Hey, Lisa, how are you? I'm doing great. Susan, Merry Christmas to you too. I can't believe it's almost that time. We're definitely just talking. Exactly, James. Absolutely. Absolutely. Anything new going on with anybody? Any plans? How's everybody feeling? It's okay, everybody. You don't have to be shy. If there's something on your mind, feel free to put it in the chat. Absolutely no judgment here. It may be something that I can shed light on. It may be something somebody else could shed light on. This is your time. Any relationship questions, anything. Hey, Elvira, this is your time. And it's free, y'all. And it's free. Daddy mode, looking forward to a great bread. Lots of creativity to tap into. Okay, James. That sounds good. That sounds wonderful. That sounds awesome. Do you see me moving in the new year? I'm not doing tarot tonight, Susan. Hey, John, how are you? From the UK. Trust issues and trust issues at An all-time high. Yes, James. That's true. It's so hard to and I get where everybody's coming from because once you've been damaged or betrayed, it just changes how you look at situations so much. That's why it would be so nice if people were more forthcoming and honest because like, oh my goodness, it does something to the dynamic so much. It makes it harder, you know. But that's when we have to use our discernment and everything. Yeah, we have to use our discernment and really get a feel for outside energy trying to make its way to us. I don't know, maybe a lot of you have been manifesting new things. I hope so into your life. Whether that's your finances, career, love, anything. And with that going on, when these things start coming in, we still need to have that discernment and intuition in order to determine if that's really for you or not. And I feel like you'll be able to tell because it shouldn't be. I'm not gonna say there isn't some work that have to be put into what's for you. It's just it should come to you. It shouldn't be hard. It shouldn't be just just so hard that you can't get through it. That's right, James. You said it right there. You took words out of my mouth. Because when you got two people that have been working on themselves individually, it's not going to be perfect, the union, but it doesn't have to be, crazy. But if you got two people that have worked on themselves and they get together, I can assure you that's going to work so much better. Hey Elvira, it's been hard after my 8-year fiance had been cheated on me for a year and just found out in November. So it's been really hard to get back to and I guess normal life. I guess stuff I was dating a narcissist. Okay, yeah. It takes time. One day at a time. That's my Kindle, y'all. One day at a time. And that's really all you can do is one day at a time. Just know that you did the very best you could do. Oh, wow. Thanks for sharing. I'm so happy I was able to help during a difficult time for you. But just be gentle with yourself because you were hurt and you just one day at a time. It's one. Yep, that's true. On the flip side, the opportunity to grow and blossom are I can't in in how do you say that? Insurmountable? I hope that's right. Insurmountable. Yeah, you're right. There is an abundance when it comes to successes and opportunity here. I totally agree with that. So it's an interesting time right now. This is a powerful time to manifest, but it's also a great time for people to be doing the shadow work they need to do to heal so that they're ready to manifest, and then when the manifestation show up they're ready to receive it. Like I always say, you don't want to be sitting there manifesting your ideal partner and you have not been working on becoming that person, because when that person is called to move towards you, you want to be ready, because they're 9 times out of 10 they're not perfect because they still gonna have things they got to work on, but they're coming to love you, they're coming to be there. Tune is pessimistic Pisces challenge 2024. That's right, James. And it's tough. A lot of people don't want to do the work. They don't want to be isolated. They don't want to just really focus on self because it's hard. It's work. Yeah. They don't want to do it because it requires work. Yeah, it requires work. But if you want what you want, We got to know, okay, if you want a good person and, all these characteristics, we got to have those things within ourselves. Yeah. We got to have those traits ourselves. Yeah, exactly. Yep. We got to have those traits ourselves. When we're trying to bring in new energy, we have to make sure we're doing our part. Whether that's love, career, finance, anything. We got to make sure we're doing our part on ourselves so that we're in a place to receive it. Because guess what? If you don't work on yourself when it shows up, it's probably going to run away from you because you're not quite healed. You're just bleeding on people that didn't cause the womb. And I mean, that's what a lot of people do. They take old situations in with them. And when it's sabotaged, then they're all just sitting there like, what happened? You know? Hey, J Fizz, how are you? J Fitz, I'm sorry. Yep. Hey, I'm the moon goddess. How are you? Yep. So we definitely have to be careful. I am doing good. I'm doing well. I can't complain. Glad to be here and, you know, just happy to be here talking with all of you. Feng Shui. Feng Shui is a good for cleaning the mind. That's so true. And it's what's wild is you can change one thing in a room. You can put it in a whole different place in your living room or bedroom, and it automatically shifts the energy. So you are absolutely right. You can cleanse your home, like really just, really clean your house and dust and all that. And I promise you, you'll feel a difference in the house. Right. Out with the old, in with the new. Yeah. Detoxing your mind and everything. Yeah. If there's a different kind of love, because love is a big, big topic for a lot of people. If there's a certain kind of love that that you want, that you crave, you want that, there's a certain way you want to be treated. We have to treat ourselves like that first. Hey, healing Pisces. We have to treat ourselves like that. And for and it kind of is like a chain reaction. Other people will come in your life and treat you the way you treat yourself. It is so true. If you respect yourself, you're going to attract people that respect you. Wow, Courtney. That's awesome. And people can sense when you love yourself. They can sense when you have confidence. They can sense all those things in your energy and all that. Hey, Bianca, can you imagine you still holding on to a whole lot of burdens and then you meet a pretty decent person that you really into, but you got so much stuff that you haven't unraveled that you just scare that person off? That happens. Because they'll think, oh my goodness, they got way too much drama or there's too much going on. I can't do that. And that's usually what happens. But when you're in a better space, you can handle great things when they come in. Oh, thank you, James. I appreciate that. I'm gonna say East Coast. East Coast. Yeah. Can't you tell by the accent? Can't you tell? Okay, cool. Anyone else have anything they like to talk about or just want to chime in and say hello before we go? I just want to hop in for a few minutes, see what everybody had going on. And I wanted to say, y'all, when you're dating somebody new, just make sure I just, I want y'all to enjoy the experience. When you start dating somebody new, just really take out time to just enjoy the experience. Try not to worry about is this going to turn into a relationship or not. Just enjoy the moment. Courtney, I was going to hire a feng shui master for a home. Reminded me that I wanted. Oh, okay. Good deal, Courtney. James, I have been reading tarot since 2020. Yeah. I started my channel in 2021. So you could say about 4 years, maybe. Yeah. Hey, Ricky. Yep. Just make sure you are enjoying the experience when you're dating, when you're getting to know people. Try to look at it like you're gaining a new friend. You know what I'm saying? You're just gaining a friend that you just happen to be attracted to. And just go with it like that. There's absolutely no pressure, you know. Um James, yes, I am a March 1 Pisces. My rising, I want to say my rising is Sagittarius. My moon sign is Sagittarius. Oh man, Courtney, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you for watching and being a subscriber. Thank you so much. Just enjoy the experiences that you will be having, especially in this upcoming year. Gonna see some things change for you. Okay, 222. Ricky, awesome. Just enjoy the time when you're getting to know somebody and y'all you do the good morning text and the stuff like that, and you're just having fun and you see each other, you laugh and you do all that. And if it turns into something, great. If it doesn't, then at least you can appreciate the experience. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of times we don't take time to really enjoy what's going on. We so busy trying to mold everything to be how we want it to be. I haven't, James, but I am going to. I am going to do a 2024 reading. Yeah, I definitely will. Bianca, yes, enjoying the experience. Yeah, just enjoy the experience. I know I feel like a lot of times we get antsy because we start looking at our age and where we are in life, and we start thinking, oh my gosh, I'm not gonna be able to do this, I'm not gonna be able to do that. But I'm telling you, y'all, if you have it on your heart that you want love and you want somebody, there is somebody for you. That's manifestation in itself. When you put it in your heart that you want to be with somebody, it's just we have to have patience. You know, we have to have patience, and we also have to remember that no one's perfect. But if you find someone that's willing to, compromise, that's huge. Communication and compromising are two of the biggest things in relationships. You find someone that y'all are just able to communicate and compromise, even if you don't really understand them and they don't understand you sometimes. That says a lot. And you'll see at the beginning, you look at how they contact you or you got to contact them. Do they respond to you when you text or whatever? Or are you always the one to say, hey, I want to see you? Or, you know what I'm saying? And those are the little cues that you get before you get in deep of how somebody is. Like, there may have been a time in your life where everybody you were dating, they never really show effort. Okay. So if you haven't done the shadow work to appreciate yourself enough to say, hey, I deserve someone that's going to show effort. Because what happens is when you do that, you put it out there in the universe. And so the person that's coming towards you is somebody that shows you respect and put effort in. And whatever effort looks like, that may be keeping in contact with you, throughout the day in some way, excuse me, or you two showing up or something and seeing each other. Whatever you become is what you attract. It is so true. If you're a hardworking person, 9 times out of 10, you're going to attract a hardworking person. If you're positive, you're usually going to attract a positive person. Makes it easier to compromise and accept the other person totally. That's true, James. Yeah. Yep. That is so true. So we have to be very careful with that because no one is going to be alike. No one's going to be just like you, and you're not going to be like anyone. And that's the whole point of relationships. The word relate is in there. So that means learning how to relate to another human being. And I'm just going to tell you, if you two are talking, there's a good chance that they like you. I feel like you have to give yourself grace. You have to give yourself patience. Yep, you have to give someone grace, and you have to give the person grace, and also be patient with yourself. You know, if you look back, I promise you that when you look back on the partners that you've had, you probably are able to identify that those were points in your life where you were low vibrational. So you were attracting low vibe people. And that's why it hurts so bad whenever everything ended, because that was a part of you that had to be ripped away in order to heal it. Hey, Shazima. Yeah. And so now that you're in a better space, you're going to start attracting people that are for you. And you'll know just by the way you communicate, by the way body languages, the way you feel about the person. They may get you a few conversations, they understand you, they relate, and just a whole different vibe. You'll be able to feel that. Allah said, just make sure that you're taking your time to enjoy the moment, enjoy the phone calls, enjoy the nights out or days out. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy it. I think sometimes we put a lot of pressure on ourselves because we want to hurry up and do this and do that. And maybe it's not in the divine's plan for you to hurry. Maybe the plan is for you to take it easy and just do you while the other person do them, and y'all are steadily coming together. You know what I'm saying? So um that's something to keep in mind. Yep, that is something to keep in mind. Hey, Wounded Healer, how are you? Oh, yeah, let me say this. Please allow a person to be who they are. They're going to be who they are anyway, but what I mean is by allow, if you are getting to know somebody, and I'm not saying that you got to put up with nonsense, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying parts of their personality and their characteristics. If you don't like those things that are naturally within that person, you need to leave them alone because I think the thing that some of us make a mistake is when we try to take people and mold them. We want them to be a certain way. If you don't like the presentation that you see within the person, it may be time to think about something else. I just want to put that out there. It may be time to just think about something else. Because we certainly don't want to um do all that. You just putting that energy out there, and they're not able to be who they are, or they thinking like, do I need to stay with this person because they want me to change and all this. Glad to hear that, Wounded Healer. Thank you so much. I hope you have been doing great. We live in such a fast-paced world. People forget how to take time out for themselves, discovering their interests and desire because they have been living for others so long. That's true. That's true, Moon Goddess. They have been. Yeah. So it's difficult to, you know, kind of steal away from all that's going on and really work on yourself. And I know, when you got kids and stuff, of course you got to do for them. But I'm saying even in those quiet moments, you can be meditating, you can be journaling, you could be doing, working on eliminating negative people out of your life in whatever way. You don't have to just get rid of them, but knowing, where you need to put them so they don't keep having an impact on you. So it's just things that we can do for ourselves so that we don't try to rush someone else that comes in our life. Hey, Wildeline, I'm trying to pronounce it right. Waldeline, I think that's right. Um, so yeah, everybody, let me say this because I've been getting a few. I've been knocking out some readings and questions today. And I just want to say this. Um, you start dating Waldeline. Okay, thank you. When you start dating, if the person is calling you back, if the person is responding, they have an interest there. You may not know how much interest is there, but there's an interest there. If they are responding to you, there is an interest there. There's not a whole lot of people going to respond to people they don't like. You know, just saying. It's just that um, you have to have your boundaries. They have theirs, and you have to go from there. Each person, um, each person has a right to adhere to their boundaries. You know. So just keep that in mind. If you hear things like, because I have people asking me, can you tell people like you? Just first of all, it's how you feel intuitively. You can tell naturally. You can tell when somebody is into you. We're going to be doing some videos on body language and different things like that coming up for 2024. So we will be diving into that. But typically, a callback, them reaching out to you, them telling you that they're looking for a relationship, or that, you know what I'm saying, them actively just telling you what they want, whether it makes it to that point or not, but them just coming out and saying that. So, these are all cues. Just like I said, just responding to you, period, for me is a big sign, because usually when people don't like what they see or who the person is, they'll ghost them. They will ghost them. So yeah. Hey Teresa, when I see your that comment, Teresa, I'm thinking about making some shake and bake chicken. How are you? What's shaking? I was thinking about. I just literally saw an image of some shake and bake. The box, the shake and bake box. Oh yeah, well, Waldeline, that would be great. But you never know. Just go in every time with a positive mindset. You just never know. You never know. Another good sign that someone is interested in you is when they ask you themselves, so when are we going to hang out again? When are we going to see each other again? That is a good sign. Ooh, that sounds good. I was thinking that. I was just thinking that, Teresa. How can I trust that they're being authentic? Michelle, you talking about somebody new or your past person? I believe we do, Teresa. Cause when I mentioned the chicken, I went right to the pork chops. Chicken baked pork chops. Now that's good. I believe we do. Are we talking about Michelle? Are we talking about a new person or the of your ex? Someone new. I haven't even tried to date yet because I'm afraid. Okay, well, you still probably need to do a little bit more work on yourself because it's okay. It's okay to be afraid. Okay, because it is you're talking. You're putting your time on the line. You're putting your heart back out there. So yeah, but I just want you to know that when you're ready, everybody is not out here to hurt you. Everybody's not out here to do all these things to you that you've experienced. So when we get in a better state of mind and we can really accept that, that's when we know that we're ready. And your body will respond to your readiness. You will know when you're ready. And 9 times out of 10, when you get to that place, you're going to start attracting better quality energy towards you. It's when we're not healed or good with ourselves that we'll keep attracting the same kind of energy. Just in case I bump it. Oh, yeah, I get it. I get it. Yep. So we have to continue working on healing. And I say that it's important to work on pieces of you that aren't healed because you get that new person and they deserve to be seen for them and not to be seen in the shadow of your ex, you know? And that's something that we have to work on. So if we're not really ready, we may need to take some more time and really work on ourselves and then see where we are. Yeah, we want to see where we are because that new person, I promise you, they do not deserve to get the setback from whatever happened to you. Oh yeah. Is there someone out there for me who won't hurt me? Absolutely there is. Yeah, see that's that positivity, Teresa. Yeah, yeah. Michelle, everybody, what you said, Teresa, that's good. That's you speaking that positivity into your life. Yes, your words have power, y'all. Your words have power. Like you can say things like, the person that's for me, um, they're gonna love me for me. Well, you can go ahead and talk like you already have it. They love me for who I am. They look past whatever may be here. They working on themselves. We come together. We have a great time. I'm respected. You know what I mean? And those things, they have power. There's power in your words. Whether you use your voice or you write them down, there's power in them. And you'll be so surprised when you start manifesting like that and then still doing that shadow work, how things in your life, because everything is based on energy, how things just start shifting around. To your shadow work and trust in the divine to bring you your authentic person, it's going to be when you least expect it and not focusing on it. That's right, Moon Goddess. It's true. That is so true. And it could be where you're out and about and you meet the person, or let's just say you're online and then something just kind of tell you like, uh, go to I don't know Facebook. Go to Facebook, and you get on Facebook and stuff like that because the divine has a way to do things. You get on Facebook, and that's when you may meet that person on Facebook or somewhere like that. Believe everyone I met take advantage of me. Then I will be living in fear. Fear is no place to live. That's right, Teresa. It's not a good place to live. Mm-mm. Because everyone isn't bad, but everyone isn't good. So we have to keep that in mind. So, and you will be amazed the energy that starts coming into your life. And then once that person comes into your life, take it one day at a time. One day at a time. Hold your boundaries and don't overlook the red flags. That's true, Teresa. Yes, yes. Hold your boundaries and don't overlook the red flags. The red flags are your guides as to how you need to move with this person. Don't be afraid to ask questions. You should be able to ask that person anything you want to, because this is your time you're investing, and they should be able to do the same. Transparency is key. You don't have to tell them personal business. You don't have to tell them your full name and all that stuff until you feel comfortable. But in the meantime, you could definitely ask the questions you need to ask regarding relationships and also allow them to do the same. Yeah, allow them to do the same. So, and what's crazy is, I don't know if you ladies or gentlemen still refer to your manifestation list or a partner. If you look at it, when you truly get ready, when you really ready, and you in your spirit, and the divine knows, and that person finds his way or her way to you. It's wild how that person is just like fits the bill of everything that's on your list. They're not gonna be perfect. Nobody's perfect, but they'll fit the bill. And it'll be somebody that you're attracted to, and they'll be attracted to you. And so, yeah, and good conversation and respect. That's so important. And if you give it some time before you are intimate with a person, like, before y'all go to the bedroom type action, if you give it time, you will be amazed as to how much you learn about the person. Because, sex, it changes things. I chased after love for years. It tried to put the round peg in the square hole. Yeah, which I did a quick fix that caused more pain and suffering. Yeah. Yeah, Teresa, you know what you're talking about there. I believe we've all done it. I've done it myself in the past. And what I realized, because I've been doing a lot of reading in the Bible. I don't know how religious everybody is, but Teresa, I know you mentioned to me that you read the Bible and you write down your prayers. What I have noticed in the Bible is that in Adam and Eve, y'all think about this. Adam was placed here for a purpose. So he was already working according to God's purpose, right? But God decided that man wasn't good alone and he needed a helpmate. So, he put Adam to sleep and all that, took his rib and made Eve, right? So those two became the power couple back then until, deception took over. Y'all know the whole story of Garden of Eden. So what's interesting to me is that the woman came into the situation ready to help him, right? She was created to help Adam. So that's masculine and feminine energy. And sometimes when we're doing too much based on our gender, like for the women, when we start doing way too much masculine things like chasing and trying to lead and all that, we get drained because that's out of our element. And for the fellas, when the fellas have to step into into their femininity way too much, when they're in a situation that causes them to be overly emotional, it drains them, it makes them frustrated, they get angry because that's not their natural state. So I'll say all that to say, if we chase people, we do this thing, as women, we're exhausted because that's not our role. You know, that's not our role. I hope that makes sense. Um, and that's why a lot of us are tired. We're planning dates sometimes. We're trying to figure out when we're gonna see this person again. And now that we're doing all this leading, and whenever it doesn't work out, we're so drained because we've been doing his job, you know. And I'm not saying it's specifically his job, but I'm saying we've been doing the bulk of the masculine energy, and that's why we're so depleted. Why do you think if now I'm not talking about anybody that's disabled, or because sometimes you have a disability, you may not be able to work, but like women that have a man who's just don't want to work at all, and he's just like at home. Why do you think that woman gets mad with that man? I mean, he's probably not even doing anything crazy. It's because she is fulfilling his role and he's home. Like a home, like a house husband or something. Not because he's disabled or not because he's in between jobs. He's choosing not to work. So it puts the woman in a situation like, man, and she starts getting ill because she's out of her femininity. She has to put the femininity down and get into the masculine and work, come home and clean, cook, all these things, see about the kids' homework, trying to make sure everything is good in the house. She got to do all that, you know. And so I'm not saying we got to leave it to the men to chase all the time. I'm just saying you want somebody that's going to meet you in the middle, going to meet you halfway. If they can't meet you halfway, then it might need to be, it's time to reevaluate. Yep. My father was a wonderful man. Yeah. Yeah, Teresa. Yeah. Yeah. By nature, we crave masculinity, and vice versa. Men crave that femininity. We just by that's how we're created naturally. So when we have to become what we crave, it's too much. It's too much because we're out of our element. We're trying to function like a man, and it's too much, and that's why we're so drained. We're planning the dates. We're doing this. We're doing that. We're paying all the bills. We're getting the car oil change. I mean, we're doing all these things that typically, men just kind of lead and do. We're doing all of it. And that's why we're so tired. Promise you, that's why we're so tired. Yeah. Well, we're getting ready to wrap the chat up, y'all. Because I am going to bed. For me, I have taken care of myself for so long. I'm sure it's hard for them to see their place in my life. Yeah, Teresa. But that's okay, though, because I feel like you're at a place now when you do meet your person, you're going to be able to, you're just going to be able to let your guard down some, especially if you can get a good feel for the energy. Feel what I'm saying? Hey, Zia Moore, check out my website in the description box, theempress555.com for information. But yeah, I feel like when you meet your person, you'll naturally know what to do. You're going to always provide for yourself because that's what you're used to. But it will be nice to have help. Feel what I'm saying? That's like with me. I do pretty good by myself. I have been doing that for years. But am I gonna turn away somebody coming into my life that can add to it? No, I'm not. I'm gonna be happy about that. Yeah, you know, and the right person want to come in and see what you got going on and help you with it. They can't solve the problem, but at least they support you in whatever way. So we gotta like just allow the divine to guide us, and we use our discernment and intuition to determine which one is for us, and we will know. We'll know. We'll know. But thank you everybody for coming in. I hope you enjoyed the message. I hope you were able to get some clarity. Make sure you hit the like button before you go. And also make sure you look below the video and subscribe. To the right, hit that notification bell. Remember, you are worth it always. And we will be back tomorrow for yet another reading. As always, we'll probably do 2 tomorrow. I am wrapping up my personal readings and life coaching and tarot questions. So if you are interested in any of those services, check out my website. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Teresa. I'm definitely gonna get me some sleep. It's still raining here, so I'm gonna go ahead and get some rest. Everybody gets some good rest, and good night to you, or good morning, whatever your time zone is. Have a blessed one, y'all. Stay safe and blessed. Bye.